ship that's at A, ship that's in B. They're going to do searchlights for this lifeboat, and where they intersect, that's where the lifeboat is, where their searchlights intersect. One has the equation y equals 2x. The other boat has y equals x plus 5. Where do they intersect? And I do not want you to go to your calculator, plug them both in the y equals and intersect. All right, I want to do this out by hand now. Out by hand. So I got y equals 2x as one equation of the searchlight, and y equals x plus 5. I'm going to turn it over to you guys. How do you figure out where they intersect? What method or methods do you remember from the past? How I can solve both of those at the same time? Substitution, they're both y equals. Everyone agrees? So I can take one of them and substitute it in for y in the other equation. So x plus 5, I just substituted that in for y, equals 2x. Hopefully I'm not asking for a lot right now to solve that one. So x equals 5, but I can only give some partial credit for that one. Why? What else do we still need here? I got x equals 5, still need 6. What else do I still need? Y value, yep. So I can take x, go back to either equation and plug it back in. All right, so y equals 2 times 5. Y equals 10, and since it is a point, I am going to ask you to write it as a point, please. So 5, 10. Questions or comments on that? Just find where they intersect there by using substitution. Questions? All right. Oh, I love these word problems. Break-even point, we'll talk in a minute. Ooh, small canoes. Anybody canoe in here? Anybody? I can canoe. Anybody? I'm like, see, only one, Emma. Only one. Only one, Emma. Only one. Anybody? I can canoe. Thanks. Very good. Good. Good job. All right. As long as it's one, that's a win for me. All right, that is a win. You'll have to help everyone later on. All right, explain what just went down. All right. Fixed cost, $18,000. So no matter how many canoes they sell, they got to pay $18,000. $20 a canoe to produce, but they're going to sell them for $80. What's their break? How many canoes must they sell to break even? All right, I'm going to separate these into two, these break-even problems. You got your cost equation, and then you're going to have your revenue equation. How much are they spending? How much are they bringing in? So for the cost, how much is it costing them to make the canoes? Well, no matter how many they sell, they always have to have what? They always have to pay what? The $18,000. So no matter how many canoes they sell, they still have to pay that $18,000 plus what else do they still have to pay? $18,000 plus how much does it cost to make a canoe? 12? 20? Yep, $20 for every canoe, and it says leave X as the number of canoes. So that's how much it's going to cost. $18,000 plus $20 a canoe. Revenue, money they bring in. Money they bring in. How much are they charging a canoe? 16? 80. So I can write what for 80 times however many canoes they sell. That's what money they're bringing in. Their break-even point is going to be when cost equals revenue. Anybody? Is this economics right here? Or no. Okay, I don't. Here we go again. Yep. That's your break-even point when the cost equals the revenue. All right, so we know cost 18 grand plus 20x is going to be equal to 80x, the revenue they bring in. Find me how many canoes they need to break even. How many canoes need to be sold? Here you go. 18. How many canoes need to be sold? 300 canoes. Yep. Okay, before we go on, before we move on though, explain what this means here. What's that 300 telling me? Just in your own words. Great. I sold 300 canoes. That means what as far as my break-even point? Ethan, go ahead. So I'm not making money, and I don't lose money when I sell exactly 300 canoes. All right, so there's one thing I want you to get down for break-even point. All right. No money gained or lost if 300 are sold. Lost? L-O-S-T. Okay, now I'm going to turn it over to you. How many must I sell to start making money? How many canoes must I sell to make money now? Why don't we calm down, everybody? 2. How many canoes must I sell to start making money? Anything over 300, right? So 300. So over 300 equals money made. Profit. And when do I start losing money? Anything under 300, I start losing money. Yep. I lose money. Okay, that's what that break even means. That's the number I can sell where I don't gain or lose any money. Questions, comments? We all good? All right, a couple more. We're all good for the day. I got 3 more here. Going to the store, Matt. Got to get some toothbrushes and soap. Fellas, invest. All right, invest. Toothbrushes. Ooh, X dollars. Bars of soap, Y dollars. All right. Customer goes in. For some reason, he needs 2 toothbrushes and a bar of soap. He pays $11. Another one goes in. He's a little bit more desperate. He needs 6 toothbrushes, or bigger family, I don't know. 6 toothbrushes and 5 bars, and he's going to spend $38. Write and solve a system of equations for X and Y. All right, well, X, and I do need these. I am going to require these, as painful as they are. Write the let statement so I know what your variables represent. So X is the cost of a toothbrush. Y, cost of soap. All right, let me turn it over to you. Here we go, 14. Who has 14? Okay, Brooke, tell me about the first customer. Which was X for us, right? And plus a bar of soap, and they spent, $11. Tell me something about the other customer now. 1, tell me something about the other customer. There you go. So we got both equations. Do you remember how to solve? Now, you do? All right. Number 1, we did substitution. Could you move the 2x over and plug all that in for y? Yes, you can use substitution. I'm going to use a different method because I want to show you both, and you choose which one you want. Anybody remember the name of the other method? Elimination. Yep. Elimination. Get rid of one of the variables. Can I do that right now? Can I get rid of the x's or the y's right now? Nope. Anybody remember a way around that, though? Like right now, I can't get rid of them because they're not the same. Multiply one of the equations by a number. So I could multiply this one by -3, and the x's would go. Or I could multiply it by -5, and the y's would go. Class preference? -3? Okay, doesn't bother me. All right, so let's multiply this first equation by -3. Distribute the -3. I get -6x minus 3y. And I, from time to time, make this mistake, so don't follow my lead here. You have to distribute it to the other side of the equal sign as well. Don't forget that. So negative 33. All right, little help here from number 7. What happens to the 6x's? Go on. 5y minus 3y. 2y, 38 minus 33. 5. How much is it for a bar of soap? $2.50. To make it easier on me, to when I correct these, just put that up in your let statement. $2.50. How do you suggest we find the cost of a toothbrush now? Cost of a toothbrush, 5? Either one. And I always stick to the 2 original ones. I never really go to the transformed one. I always stick to the 2 original ones. You guys got a preference which one you're going to plug it in for? First one, I thought so. I don't know why I asked that. So 2 times 250 plus y equals 11. Go, calm down, everybody. There's always one in the group. 2 now. Let's try that again. 2x plus 250 equals 11. Lucas, calm it down. What is it for the bar of soap? $4.25. I don't know. I think that's expensive. Yes, no? I don't know. I don't buy a single bar of soap. Usually it comes in like a 12-pack or a 6-pack. Actually, this is for the toothbrush anyway. $4.25. See, now I'm rattled. Way to go, everybody. You've succeeded. For a toothbrush, I still have no idea because I just get it from my dentist every 6 months. I don't know. $4.25, a lot for a toothbrush? No one's paying that for a toothbrush. You can buy some other stuff. You can just use the finger, toothpaste finger. No, anybody? Desperate times, desperate measures? No, the toothpaste finger? Nothing? Okay, never mind. All right, all good? All right. This one might be my favorite one here today. Woo! Little furniture store. Got a rocking chair. Sells for $265. Then the Adirondack chair, and this is what sold me right off the bat that I'm going with the Adirondack. It comes with the footstool. That's got to be clutch. $320. Total, we earned $13,930, and we sold 48 chairs total. How many rocking chairs were sold then? All right, variable time. What do you want the rocking chairs to be? How about just R? I thought that was going to be an easy one, but let's call it Z. Adirondack chair, I don't care if you don't like it. I'm calling it A. Your goal is to set up 2 equations. Remember, you know the cost total, and then you know how many they sold. So that should lead you to both equations. All right, 1 you want to set up. You can take either one right now. 4. Okay, so you're going to go with the money, Ethan, first, right? Okay, so 320 times A for me. Yep. Plus, keep going. $265 for the rocking chair. How much total money do they bring in? Okay. So that deals with the money. Now there's 48 total chairs now. This is usually the difficult part for some people. 48 total chairs. There you go. Number of Adirondacks plus the number of rockers, there's 48 total. If you guys want to substitute, solve for A or R and plug it in if you want to eliminate. Be careful though, in the question it just says how many rocking chairs, so I probably want to try to get rid of A right now. Okay, if you're going to solve for R. What do you want to I'm going to do elimination. Is everyone all right with that? You can do substitution if you want. I'm going to multiply everything by negative 320 if I'm trying to get rid of A. Go ahead, distribute. What do you end up with when you distribute? 14. What do we end up with when you distribute? Yep. Boom. So the A's are canceled. I should be left with what? Negative 55 R. And then over here, negative 1,430. We're praying that that divides evenly, right? Because we can't have a partial rocking chair sold. Can't have what, the legs or the arms just sold. Maybe just the footstool, yeah. How many rockers do we sell? 26 rockers, yep. No, I do not. I don't have the patience for that. I do not. Questions? Anything else? All right. Last one. Yeah, buddy. Last one. We'll call it a day. Condos now. We got 50 of them. Some are one bedroom, some are two bedrooms. But there's 50 of them. One bedrooms you're going to cost $120,000, and the two bedrooms are going to cost you $150,000. I know that's a weird way when it says if sales totaled $7,000, $50,000. How many of each type of unit was sold? I know that's a little strange, and I'll explain why we wrote it like that. Yeah. Yep. I'll show you why when we write the equation, that is intentional. All right, so I don't know why I'm doing this. It's just more pain for me. What do you want one bedroom to be? No, not O, because it looks like a 0. We're past there. I don't even want to go back to there. All right, we're all done with theta. All right, let's not bring up bad memories. S, you got it. For single bedroom, yep. Two bedroom, D for double, you got it. All right, give me an equation now. 7, give me an equation you want to set up. Okay, now here's why we put the thousands everywhere. You don't have to write the extra zeros. All right, you can just write 120 S. You don't have to write 120 followed by 3 zeros. That's why we put the 1,000 with the 77,050 here. So you don't have to write all the zeros. All right. Plus, go ahead, Annika. Sorry to cut you off. Yep, 150D equals, yes. If you want to add in the extra 3 zeros, go right ahead, but I had somebody third period, add them here, but they didn't add them here, and you got the wrong answer. Shocker. Okay, if you're going to add them to everything. All right, and the next equation you got to solve. 16. Matty Ice, back at it. S plus D equals 50. I'll give you guys about a minute to go ahead and solve it and report back how many 1-bedroom and 2-bedrooms we had. Make sure you're getting whole number of condos, not partial condos, decimals. All right, here we go. How many 1-bedrooms you have? How many 1-bedrooms? 13. How many 1-bedrooms? 15 1-bedrooms. Got it. And that would mean how many 2-bedrooms then if I have 15 ones? 14? 35 2-bedrooms. Questions about anything? Again, tomorrow you'll come right in. I don't need to say anything. You'll group up with whoever you want to group up with and get going on the next couple pages. Nice job. This is how it's going to go.